Assalamu alaikum ya shabab. Today we're going to learn about how to do colors in Arabic. So the first thing to know about colors is that most of them fall under the same wazn or pattern, but also that if there are two additional patterns if the thing that the color is describing is a feminine noun or a human plural. So let's take a look at what this looks like. For mudhakkir, or the masculine, the pattern is af'al. So we have azraq, that means blue. And you can see this follows the same pattern. Azraq, af'al. We have ahmar, this is red. Abyad is white. You're probably familiar with these colors by now, but this is just to stress that they actually follow the same pattern, right? Afal. We also have aswad, which is black. Akhdar, which is green. And lastly, asfar, which is yellow. Whoa. And that's it, I think. Okay, so the second thing, so this is what it is if the noun that the color is describing is mudhakkar, or masculine, right? However, if the noun is mu'annath, or feminine, it takes a different pattern. And this pattern is fa'ala. So if we were to have azraq, ahmar, abyad, aswad, akhdar, and asfar, those are the ones we had before, and those are the masculine. They would change to zaraka, right? Azraq, zaraka. Ahmar becomes hamara. Abyad becomes bayda. Aswad becomes sauda. Akhdar becomes khadara. And asfar becomes safara. You can just take a quick look at that and just pause it and study it if you need to, and just try to memorize this pattern right here. Fa'ala. Okay, and then I mentioned earlier that the last possible pattern is if the color is describing a human plural, and this pattern is fu'l. So, again, we have all the colors in the masculine, right? And so azraq becomes zurq. Ahmar becomes humr. Abyad becomes bid. It deviates from this pattern a little bit because of the long vowel in it, so it just becomes bid. Aswad becomes, similarly, sud, because of the long vowel. Akhdar becomes khudr. And asfar, lastly, becomes sufr. So again, just take a look at these and study them. Next, so it's not always so black and white. So that is not all colors, not all possible colors will actually follow that pattern. Some of them follow nisba adjectives, and you know by now what nisba adjectives are. And so two examples are just dhahabi. Clearly this does not follow the initial pattern, and bunni or bunniya. So dhahabi, dhahabiya, bunni, bunniya, right? This is gold, and this bunniya is brown. And there are lots of others like this. We're just starting to scratch the surface, so you'll find many examples of this. Next, we have wazn 9. So if you remember a while back when you started learning about awzan al-fa'il, you may have learned, possibly in class and possibly in our video, that wazn 9 is incredibly, incredibly rare. And so this is because it actually is a verb form that is used to describe color, right? Exclusively for color. And it is if'alla, yaf'al, and if'ilal, right? This is similar to, like in English, if we wanted to say something was blackening or reddening. But in Arabic, they have a particular verb pattern just for this kind of thing. And so if we were to put, let's say we want to put ahmar into this pattern to describe like a reddening sky, it would look like this. Ihmara, sorry. Yahmar and al-ihmirar, right? Similarly, you could use it with aswad, right? Something to describe something blackening, like some toast or something that you burned. We have iswadda, yaswad, and al-iswidad, right? And that is it for colors in Arabic. Ma salama.